I'm Garnet, this is Eggs. I'm like a week or so late because I wanted to wait until I was home to talk about this. We haven't been shown anything more for the other Rune Factory or for any story seasons as far as I'm recording, but we were shown more for Project Dragon, which has been titled to Rune Factory Guardians of Azuma. It was in the recent direct and there's a trailer as well. It will be released sometime in spring 2025 for Switch and Steam. I don't think we have a solid release date yet. Pre-order is up, and the Earth Dancer edition is $100. That's quite a bit more than these things have been before. How much was like $80 or something? It's still a lot, but this is like a lot. I really want it, but I am not completely sure if I'm actually going to order this one. I do want it. I want it really bad, and I want to be able to open it in a video, but that's a lot. I'm hesitating. Maybe I'll get it. We'll see. Anyway, for the game itself, first of all, I've been very curious about the whole two protagonists thing, because it seemed like they kind of made a big deal about it. Like, you know, it even like popped up with words on the screen, two protagonists, like it's a big deal. So I wonder if the story will be different at all, depending on which one you play as. It kind of looks like it's gonna be the same, more or less. I think it looks like it's gonna be the same. But maybe not, I don't know. I wonder what the other character's gonna be doing when you're not playing as them. It looks like there will be a lot of interaction with the other character, at least in the story. So I wonder if you'll be able to marry the other person, like in Tides of Destiny, and like in you know, Islands of Happiness for Harvest Moon. Sunshine Islands did that too. It seems like that is pretty likely, yeah? I kind of thought it might be neat if you could like switch back and forth between the two characters, and if you could, would that mean that you could marry two people in one file? But, you know, I don't actually think that's a thing. I doubt they're doing that. I think you'll just pick one and stick with them. But that's just a thought I had that would be neat, I think. But yeah, just because they kind of made a big deal about two protagonists, it made me think about what all we could do with that. An older Hina from Rune Factory 5 was shown. Very sure that's her. I don't know if this is her as an adult or a teenager. I think she looks like an adult because she's wearing the Seed uniform, like she's traveling now and working aside from, you know, just at the store with her mom. So that gives some idea of how much time has passed between this game and 5. Maybe at least 10 years or more, maybe? I'm hoping we'll see some other familiar characters too. I like that kind of thing, but it does have to fit with the amount of time that has passed. So I think we're pretty limited, because a huge amount of time passed between 4 and 5. That's why we only got to see Margaret and Doug in 5 again, because they age slower. So now with Azuma, a lot of people we know from older games, other than 5, are either elderly or dead now, because, yeah, unless they're something like an elf. The reason I had to say that and make you sad is because I know people were hoping to see a lot of characters like Sakuya return since this game is set in the East, but I don't think we can. If we had new games that were like set in the past, we could have that, but time just keeps moving forwards in Rune Factory, I guess. Hina is on the airship from Selphia. That is Mermaid Porco. Too bad I can't see him again. Can we just have a whole Rune Factory game where every marriage candidate is just all of the like Saint Coquille family members? I'm sorry, I'm having an issue, okay. I was wondering how farming worked since we're Earth Dancers now instead of Earth Mates. You just use dancing for farm work, like you have the umbrella, it waters. So just like that. It's pretty, and I don't mind the farming being kind of unusual since it's not like a mainline game. I'm okay with them playing around with that. This Wooly, who is absolutely adorable, and I'm going to need a plushie, talks and said he made us an Earth Dancer. That is what he said. Like, he turned us into one? We weren't one before? We weren't born like this? Also, his name is Woolby, and the Earth Dancers edition does have a little plush of him, like the previous 2 Woolly head keychains. So there's more temptation. Also, in this game, we get to decide where things go. We've done this in Bokemono, like in A New Beginning. We've never been able to do this in Rune Factory before, right? No, we haven't. I'm sure we haven't. And there are 4 villages. 4 villages. This is going to be so much planning for me. I like this, but I'm making myself nervous about it. That's a lot of villages. It's supposed to be one for each season. And I always wanted to be able to actually travel to different villages in Rune Factory. It always seemed weird that like other RPGs have all sorts of towns you can travel to, but Rune Factory always just has the one and then all the dungeons. Like for Story of Seasons, we've had up to 3 towns, so this is the largest amount between the 2 series. It still seems like there should be more, but I'll take 4. That's awesome. I hope there's a lot of characters for each one. I'm gonna bring that up again. Marriage candidates. That's actually related to what I was just thinking. So for marriage candidates, I've been trying to figure out which characters are for sure marriageable. Cause I don't know for sure if the other playable character is one or not. But I think that's a good possibility. So they go in the maybe pile. Hina is also in the maybe pile since she's older, but we don't really ever get to marry the returning characters for this series for some reason. Like, have we? Because I remember like Barrett and Raven in 4, you couldn't marry them. Doug and Margaret in 5. I know there's more. I can't think of who were the returning ones in the rest of the games, but I know we've had more. We haven't been able to marry those ones, so maybe not Hina. Then there's the 6 gods. 4 are connected to the seasons, and there's 2 more. I'm not sure what exactly those 2 are about yet. They're all hot. All of them were on this art. That's not the art that they're using for the box art now, but that's what I first saw. When the direct was talking about falling in love and stuff, they did show 3 of the gods, so they have to be. They have to be marriage candidates. They gotta be. I'm pretty sure that gives us 3 bachelorettes and 3 bachelors right there. Better be, at least, because I think I've already found my favorite 2 so far. This blonde goddess lady who has eyes that remind me of Lucy. Apparently that's a color combination. I like the hair and eyes. And this Tengu-looking fall-themed guy. These are the ones. You'll have to hit me with something mind-blowing to convince me otherwise. Out of these gods, we know the names of this spring goddess, Ulalaka, and this god with the mask, Kai. Aside from the gods, we know for sure that this girl, Iroha, is a bachelorette since marriage was being shown off through her. I like her hair. Also, during the part where they were talking about romance in the direct, we saw this guy who is named Murasame. His face is all scarred up. He actually looks really big too. This guy looks huge. I don't know if he actually is that huge when you walk up to him, but he looks big. There's this hat guy with like the pretty green eyes. I wish I knew everyone's names. So I'm pretty sure that puts us at least 4 bachelorettes and 5 bachelors. Gonna assume, I was assuming that there will probably be either 5 or 6 of each. That's the usual. You know, we still gotta even it out with the girls, so we need to see at least 1 girl. Yeah, 1 more girl. But now I'm thinking if there's 4 villages, it seems like there should be a lot more characters. I'm hoping for more marriage candidates than usual. But maybe that's too much to expect. Could we get like 10 to 12 marriage candidates per village? I don't think so. Yeah, that was the thought I was having earlier. For other possible options, there is this blonde villain girl who I would not mind marrying at all if she could be an option. She's very cool. There's this goggles guy. There's 2 other villains accompanying the blonde girl one. And I think people will probably want this one with the facial hair. I think most likely he will not be a bachelor, and he's going to be one of the ones that everyone's like going crazy for wanting to marry and can't. He looks really cool. I think that's going to happen. Ooh! We haven't seen any Saint Coquille that I know of. I mean, maybe some will come on the ship. with Hina, because they took the ship from Sophia. Porcelain wouldn't have any descendants, though. He didn't. Because that's why I was thinking that, no, he didn't. He wouldn't have children. There has to be one in the game. Yeah, now I'm scared. Because I haven't seen any Saint Coquille. Maybe I just haven't given them... We've barely seen any, like, non-marriage candidate looking people yet. We're fine. Also, the direct said something about restoring certain monsters to their human forms. I think it's interesting how 3 has half monsters that can change their forms back and forth. 4 had the Guardians that had some like qualities from their monster forms after you beat them. And 5 has the were animals. Rune Factory really has a thing for combining people and monsters. There's so many different types. Like, we didn't just like have one type that like keeps repeating throughout the series. Like, they make a new type each time ever since 3. So, is this a new type? Or is it going to be one of the same that we've already seen? There's probably going to be some marriage candidates from this, right? Maybe that's the last girl? Or maybe if we have 6, maybe there's a girl and a boy? And then maybe the villain girls? The other girl? By the way, there is same-sex marriage. I don't know if I have to say that anymore. I think it's a permanent part of the series now, but you know now. Go and be gay. For definitely not marriage candidates, we have not seen many, but I saw this old man, and I think this is him from another angle as well. And there's this little girl. And I think that's all. The flowers in her hair are cute. It doesn't look like we have portraits in this game this time. At least not during cutscenes. Don't know about regular conversation. Maybe they are still there. I like portraits, but this game is very different from any other game in the series, so I don't know. I kind of feel like it won't feel like a big deal if there are none, if that makes sense. Like, if the game's already really different, it might as well be more different. I don't know if that logic makes sense. But Tides of Destiny didn't have portraits, so it wouldn't be the first time. I wonder how they decide which games do and don't get portraits between this and Story of Seasons. It seems just, I don't know how they pick. But again, there might still be. It might just be like during normal conversation we haven't been shown that. So, I think that's all I wanted to talk about for now, isn't it? I don't know, because I kept on thinking about new things during this, and I've been like stuttering through everything, distracting myself. For now, that's all that's coming to mind. I'll keep an eye out for more information. So that's all for this video. Don't forget to hit the like button and subscribe if you haven't already. All that good stuff. Tell me what you think so far and what you're hoping for, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye bye!